Is there a legal principle that's higher than the Constitution? My name is GK Ganesan, and this is GKtv. Which is supreme? The Constitution, the monarchy, or some other power? Is there a higher law? Is the written Constitution the highest legal authority in the land? If it brings about evil, the law will not give in to the clamor of the majority rule. So more than consensus, there must be some higher principle. What is it? It's a rule of law. It's the higher law by which human beings rule themselves. Such a law must be fair, easy to understand and obey. It must apply equally to everyone, whether he be a prime minister or a pauperdom seller. So the next question is the written Constitution the supreme principle animating the law? Some lawyers argue that the written Constitution is a supreme legal document and there's nothing higher, but this is not entirely correct. The rule of law is the higher law that regulates the affairs of a nation's constitution. The written Constitution is born of it. A child cannot have greater capacity than its parent. What is the difference between a mother and her offspring? The one is born of the other. The mother gives sustenance and protects the child, but they share the same DNA. So we now move on to the next question, which is, what is the difference between the rule of law and the law as is set down in the Constitution? Look at it another way. Assume the nation is a human body, the Constitution is its brain, the head is Parliament, the limbs are the government. The rule of law is akin to the conscience that guides the body and mind. It is that spirit of justice that animates the entire national being. When you sleep, your conscience is awake. Isn't that so? That's how the rule of law works. What does the road map do? It brings you safely to your destination. It sets out the milestones that you have to cross, but it has to be read intelligently. A map is useless without a person who can interpret it in the right way. A wrong interpretation would send you to the wrong place. You'll be lost. A constitution is like a roadmap. The rule of law is that animating spirit that guides a nation in the right path. It shows the right way. So we next move on to what I call an objective standard. The rule of law is ever recognized by its footprints. It has but one purpose, to bring about happiness and the protection of and justice to all the people. That is the higher purpose, and the principle behind it, the higher law. So, does an absolute monarchy give rise to choice? An absolute monarchy is not based on choice. It is based on despotism. One group of individuals inflict their sense of right and wrong upon the entire citizenry. History has proven that neither an absolute monarchy nor despotism bring about happiness, nor do they protect individual rights. We are not a nation of despots. The next question is, our organic constitution is animated by a liberal principle. It is the spirit of the constitution, not its letter, that directs the life of the monarchy and national leaders. As we saw earlier, that spirit is the rule of law. It's a rule of law that demands accountability and gives rise to justice and equality. That's why it's been said that a constitution is a living and organic thing. So now, coming back, may our leaders exercise arbitrary power? The answer is a firm no. All those vested with power, be they rulers, speakers of parliament, political leaders, or ministers, are bound by first the rule of law, second the federal constitution, and then there's the state constitution. That which binds them all together like a glue is the rule of law. Any words in a state constitution or any state law that's contrary to the rule of law or the federal constitution is to that extent void. Those who wield power must employ it for the good of the nation and in accordance with the rule of law. Laws must not be interpreted to oppress or petrify people into silence or sullen obedience. So the rule of law is the sentinel of the nation. The rule of law stands guard over the written words of the Constitution. It flows into the word, infusing them with a deep and abiding sense of fairness. It ensures that these powers are justly exercised and are not perverted to injure the people or cause injustice. Who can forget the words of Thomas Fuller, uttered more than 3 centuries ago? Be ye never so high, the law is above you. Dear friends, thank you very much for listening. Have a good day. Goodbye.